Hey y'all, my name is Naima and today I'm retwisting my hair and I'm just gonna be talking about random stuff. Okay, so I have about 120 locks. I'm doing a braid out and I do 6 locks per braid. So I started my locks in 2016. I think I was about to go into 10th grade. So it's been about 6 years. People ask me all the time, like, why did you want to start your locks? My natural hair has been a struggle, honestly. Throughout school and just growing up, it was like really hard for me to maintain, really hard for me to keep it healthy. I felt like it was breaking off a lot. I think I would do like little puffs, like pull it back a lot. I didn't know what to do with it to make it look cute or make it look how I want. And like it felt like anything that was cute was like really like time consuming and just didn't last long. I just was not feeling cute. I was not feeling confident. I feel like hair is really like has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself. And I'm not even saying like your hair has to be like done and like perfect looking for you to be confident. Like I think you just need to be secure in whatever you have going on. I think getting locks was like one of the best decisions that I've made, honestly. I think it was my dad that suggested that I start locks. He witnessed a lot of the crying and tears and breakdowns and frustration. There's so much, especially growing up, like I'll speak for myself. I was just going through so many insecurities and just wanted to feel pretty and didn't feel pretty, and it's just really difficult. Like life is difficult, feeling confident is difficult, I think, at any stage in life, but growing up especially, you got kids in school that are mean and are projecting their own insecurities onto you. Yeah, it's really tough, especially Black women and our hair. It's a lot. Like it's deep, it's a lot. I wanted long hair, honestly. Like I wanted that experience of like styling long hair and just like having that experience, what that's like, because my hair, it really stayed at a certain length. I think I was not taking care of it good and it would just break off a lot, and so it wasn't retaining a lot of length. And there's styles you can do when you have short hair, there's styles you can do when you have long hair. I think you can do more styles when you have longer hair. I think it's just in some ways easier to maintain, I think, in my opinion. And I wanted that experience and I didn't think I was gonna get it. I didn't know how to get it with natural hair. It wasn't a huge like leap for me. I felt maybe because my mom had locks and my mom has friends that have locks, and I was like, it wasn't foreign to me. And I was really scared because I feel like a lot of people see locks as a more masculine hairstyle. For me, I'm growing up, I'm young, I'm like, 15, 16. I'm a very petite girl, I'm not curvy. I already had people at school like calling me flat-chested and skinny and asking me, do you eat? And just not feeling pretty. I had really bad acne. I still have a lot of acne scars now. My acne is nowhere near as bad as it was. I think just hormones like chilled out. And so I was just not a confident girl, honestly, in my appearance. And so the thought of like starting locks and like, potentially just, I felt like there was potential to just like not be, not like them, not feel cute with them, not feel feminine with them. That was a fear of mine. I was kind of terrified because it's a big decision. I think it's a permanent one. You can cut them, you can comb them out, but cutting them, like having short hair as a woman, it shouldn't be, but it's also terrifying, especially a young woman who's not very like secure in themselves. When I first started my locks, they were short and they were twists. I started with 2-strand twists. And honestly, like, I wasn't feeling super confident in them initially. You'll hear people talk about like the ugly phase of locks, and I think like we shouldn't call it that. I had a lot of classmates like making fun of me, making fun of my hair, asking me like, what is that? What is going on with your hair? And I'm glad I stuck with it, because there were times that I wanted to cut my locks and start over, because I just wasn't loving them, I think. If you're someone that wants to be like a minimalist and like is really trying to like cut down on the products you buy and like things you buy and things you own, getting locks, I think, is like definitely, if you're Black, a good way to go if you're trying to do that. Like, I have saved so much money on hair products. If you have natural hair, you know how it is. Like, you need like leave-in conditioner, cream, a setting foam, oils, deep conditioner, a lot of stuff. If you're trying all these different products and you're spending all this money and you're using so much of the products, it's expensive. With natural hair, you have to, like, I think you wash your hair like once a week, maybe. With locks, I wash my hair like once a month. I only have like 2 products really, whatever I'm using, the Retwist and my oil, and so it's like I'm doing my hair once a month. I'm not even using that much product each time. My products last a long time. You spend less time doing your hair. It's a much more simple life in my opinion, and I feel like I'm a simple person, so it works for me. I know everyone is not like that. A lot of people, they love they love changing their hair up all the time. You can change your hair up a lot with locks too. Like, you can color them, you can do different styles. Like, I'm pretty lazy. I'm pretty low maintenance. I'm pretty like I don't need to be changing things up all the time. Like, I'm good, you know? So this works for me. I feel like it works for my personality, and I think they're cute. I like them. Yeah, I'm happy. But honestly, like, I told y'all why I started my locks. It wasn't like this super profound like thing, you know? And I feel a little bit like embarrassed sometimes, like telling people the truth, like, oh, I just wanted long hair and like I was tired of my natural hair. Like like, I think natural hair is beautiful, and honestly, like, people ask me, do I miss anything about natural hair? Like, I miss the volume. I miss the volume a lot. I think depending on like how thick your hair is, like, locks can be very like flat. Like, if you don't style them, like, they can look very flat. Like, when I had my natural hair, I really enjoyed, like, you know, just having big hair and like just taking up space. I feel like it was like a metaphor, like, in life. If you can take up space with your hair, you can take up space, you know, as a person, who you are, like your ideas, your personality, your voice. Like, I feel like it kind of prepares you for that. If you're insecure and you have big hair, like, you might want to not have big hair so that you're not drawing attention to yourself, even though that's like that's who you are naturally, that's who you are authentically. You know, your hair is naturally big. Like we all have these natural gifts, and when we embrace those gifts, when we, you know, show up as ourselves, and, you know, people are gonna notice, and it's okay for people to notice you, because you are worth noticing. You're important, you have value, and you should not be ashamed that people are noticing you. People are gonna talk. They're gonna say, why is your hair so big? They're gonna say, I can't see. They're gonna say, I don't know, they're gonna laugh. But who cares? You know, like, this is me. I'm not apologizing for who I am. I'm not gonna try to tone down my hair. I'm not gonna tone down who I am. For what? You know? It's not worth doing that for anybody, for anything. Like, no. You know, just because you're embarrassed, like, things are embarrassing. Life is embarrassing. Taking risks is embarrassing. It's a part of life, you know? So all that to say, I miss the volume, and that's why I do braid outs. Like that's pretty much all I do is braid outs, because I feel like that's like the closest I can get to volume with locks. I know there's other stuff. There's bigger curl. There's bigger curl methods. I'm just lazy again. Like I could use rollers, pipe cleaners, learn how to do that kind of stuff, but I'm just lazy. So yeah, so initially my reason for getting locks was not super profound and super, you know, interesting, I don't think. But honestly, I feel like I've gained a lot of things like spiritually, and I'm gonna explain. So having locks, right? I talked about locks not being seen as very feminine to a lot of people. I think probably there's more guys than girls that have locks currently. I think we all go through this journey of like, am I pretty? Am I attractive? You know, do I think I'm pretty? Do other people think I'm pretty? What does pretty mean? I think maybe it's becoming more popular to get locks now, but I don't think it is a super popular thing to do, because I wouldn't say that locks are like the standard of beauty. I would say like the most like popular hairstyle is like straight, like sewing or just like straightening your hair. Like I remember sitting in class one day, and this guy that I went to high school with, like he's talking to his friend, like we're all sitting on a table together, like I'm there, but they're talking to each other. He's like, oh yeah, I would never date a girl with locks. And he's like, and his friend is like, or no, he's like, would you? Talking to his friend, and I think his friend was like, nah, I wouldn't. There has to be like really bad or something like that, like whatever. Anyway, like I told y'all, even before I started locks, I wasn't feeling cute. I wasn't feeling attractive. I had really bad acne. You know, I had short, kinky hair. I was skinny. All these things are still true. I'm still skinny, you know. I still have kinky hair, but it's a little longer now. And my acne has cleared up a little bit, but I just have to ask myself, like, do you really want, or I was forced to just think about like, what makes me beautiful? Is it my hair? Is it my skin? Is it like, what makes me beautiful? You know what I mean? I had these locks, right? And I felt different. I felt like I looked different from my peers. I felt like I didn't look like what was seen as pretty. Yeah, I felt different. And so I was like, okay, I have locks, I'm not gonna cut them. So how do I like feel pretty with locks, you know? And I thought that meant like getting like retwisting them all the time, you know, constantly having my hair done, trying to look as perfect as possible, trying to make it look super clean and you know, no frizz and no like new growth and like all that stuff. But then I was just like, I'm stressed. Like I'm stressed out trying to like keep my hair looking this certain way all the time. Like, and then I learned also that with locks, like you should not be retwisting your hair super often. You should not be retwisting your hair once a week, once every 2 weeks. What I've heard, what I've been recommended is like once a month. If you're constantly retwisting your hair and constantly manipulating it, it's gonna thin really quickly. It's gonna start breaking off. And that's the opposite of what I wanted, you know? I wanted healthy hair, I wanted strong hair. And it was really difficult to grapple with the fact that like, you know, how do I get this strong, healthy hair if what I think is pretty is constantly manipulating it, constantly trying to get it to look this certain way? Like, how am I gonna, you know, how am I gonna do those two things at the same time? Like, and so I just decided, I think, just to let go, you know, just let go of this idea that I have to look this certain way. I have to constantly have my hair done all the time. And it was just like a huge weight off my shoulders, right? Like, I just got more comfortable with not having to do my hair all the time, not having to retwist my hair all the time, not having to constantly have it done, whatever that means. Like, done is just like, I don't know, it's a social construction. Having your hair done, what does that mean? I don't know. And it was just like, it's really just about how do you see yourself? You know, like, what do you think is pretty? And I think that my hair can enhance my beauty, but like, I just really try to separate those two things. Like the way my hair looks, I'm trying to separate it from, you know, feeling pretty. Like, I don't want the way I feel about myself to depend on how my hair looks, and I only feel pretty when my hair is in this certain state. You know what I mean? Like, I want those two things to be independent of each other. So I recommend everybody like try to do that. I think a lot of people probably have already done that, and you know, they know that it's very freeing and peaceful, and like, you just release all this pressure and stress of feeling like you have to constantly keep up, and if I don't look this certain way, I'm worthless, I'm a mess, I don't deserve respect. Like, that is not true, you know? Anyone that treats you different because of the way you look, like, why would you want them as your friend? Like, why would you want them around you? Like, yeah, I'm just really trying to get more comfortable with like just letting my hair like be free, just letting it like do you, like grow, and just like, you know, just do you. Like, you know, my hands don't have to constantly be in my hair. I don't have to constantly be doing a new style. I don't have to constantly be retwisting it. If I see a little fuzz, a little new growth, like just let it be, you know, just like chill out, like just chill out, you know. And that just feels amazing, honestly. I think so many pressures, so many things we stress about, like it's in our head. Like, yeah, sometimes we have these social pressures and we let go of them and we face backlash in real life. And sometimes it's all in our head. You realize, like, I was so stressed, like, and I could have been living a much more peaceful existence. Like, there's not much that your peace is worth, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like really try not to lose years, lose sleep, lose time. Like, your mind state, your mood is so important. That's my advice. Like, just relax. Like, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Your hair does not determine your worth. It does not determine your beauty. It does not determine any of that. You know, it's I don't know, like, it's a way you can express yourself, but it's not everything. It's not the end all be all. It's really not that deep. Okay, my hair is done. One last thing I'm gonna say is that I plan on cutting all my hair off at some point, just because I don't want to be attached to my hair, you know? Like, I don't want to feel like I need hair to be beautiful. I'm beautiful, you know, in whatever hairstyle, whatever, no hair, locks, natural hair. You know, maybe I figure out how to take care of my natural hair one day. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I feel like I recommend trying to detach your feelings of beauty from how your hair looks or whether you have makeup on or not. I know it's hard and I'm still working on it, but I would say to try to do that. But thank y'all for watching. And hope you have a great day or night.